spine and just breathe. And just notice how you straighten your posture, how it feels as if it's the way we're supposed to always sit, how the air comes in just a little bit more in a sense of ease, and you can feel the expansion a little more. And know that even though it just feels like your body's going up and down, receiving and exhaling the air, that so much is happening on a molecular level, all to support you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's so much that we take as usual things that go on that we sometimes take for granted. As you ease and invite a state of relaxation into your facial muscles, just allow your attention to go away from everything that takes it from within to without and just bring it back home to yourself. A reconnection to a state of who you really are and beyond the labels, obligations, responsibilities, all the things that we have to do. And just allow yourself to rest in a state of being. Knowing that all you need to do, all of that is required of you, is to come back home to yourself. Visualize, if you will, any sense of tension being released and just levitating upward, dissipating into the ethers above. I am who I am, and that's enough. I am who I am, and that's enough. No contorting yourself to fit into any types of mold. You are who you are, and that is sufficient. No one's definition, no one's categorization or judgment of that is going to change the fact that you are a necessary frequency, a necessary component in the symphony of life. And if it were not so, if you were not worthy, if you were not that important, loved, and valued, you would not be here. I am who I am, and that's enough. And just allow yourself to just relax. Releasing all sense of striving, attainment, achieving, all of the things. Know that whatever is flowing through your awareness, whatever it is apparent, is exactly where it needs to be. Everything is working together for my good. Even those things that may not make sense in the moment, or even in the bigger picture as you seek to examine and make sense of things that happen. Allow that to become a mantra. Everything is working together for my good. Life isn't happening to us as it may seem at times, it's happening for us. It's all shaped and unfolds according to how we look at things. And by looking at things, everything is working together for my good. That really helps to shape it so that that is the outcome that you receive. What you put in is what you get out. Putting in great expectations in spite of appearances results in getting exactly what is for your highest and best good. And the thing about the highest and best good is that oftentimes from our peripheral view of our senses and our past and other things, the way that we look at things may seem that there's no possible conceivable way that it will turn out for our good. But there's good news. Our higher selves Our higher selves is rival to that of a being or a component of ourselves, a formless iteration of ourselves that sits high, that looks out and can see down into the valley beyond all the things that are present within our the appearances and within our physical senses. It can see far ahead into the distance, knowing that if we go left or we go right, what is the best path to take? And being that it is all oneness, it is all a part of us. Everything is always working together for our good. So those notions and those senses of intuition that tells us to go right or go left or to call this individual or to not do this or to not do that is all us looking out for ourselves. And if you were looking out for you with the vision, with the depth, the non-physicalness to be able to see beyond the senses, what is there to fear? I am who I am, a divine, infinite spiritual being, having a human experience. I am not just human, I'm so, so, so much more. So in the statement of the affirmation, I am who I am, and that is enough. That says it all. There is nothing that you need. There is nothing, no self-improvement. No, I need to grow. I need this, or I need to obtain that, or anything outside of yourself. It is all here now. It is all ever present. The more we become awake to what's already there, the more we can experience the goodness, the grandness of a reality, of an experience that is far grander than that which our physicalness, our visibleness of form says that is possible by what we can see, feel, and touch and sense with our senses. And if that is an innate part of who we are, with everything being a synchronous orchestration in our lives, what is there to fear? What is there to fear? I am who I am, and that's enough. Feel how that feels in your body. Allow the belief to sink in a little bit deeper and become a knowing. Far from when we were very young, toddlers, seeking to learn to walk, our initial steps were awkward and wide, and we fell and had a lot of missteps along the way. But once we mastered that skill, it was no longer something that had to be thought of unless we were walking on a tightrope. It was no longer, how do I do this? Or how do I actually make it across the room? It became so innate that it's something that we no longer think about. When there's knowing, there's action, there's doing. Allow knowing I am who I am, and that's enough to be not only a belief, but a knowing that in every single thing you do, every step you make, every action you take, every word you speak, be from that place of power, that confidence, that poise, that no matter what the naysayers may say, having a vision, having something you can see, feel, sense, and touch within your imagination is not something that is meant for others to believe in or to swear by, but it is something that is solely for you to bring that which is the formless, residing in the invisible, into the visible space. I am who I am, and that's enough. It's often said, growth, evolution, unfoldment, all that is becoming a more and more awake to all that is already present, all that you already are beyond your senses, beyond your conditioning. Taking a stance of questioning your worthiness to the belief that you are who you are, who you are at your core is not only sufficient, it's enough, it's beyond enough, it's enough to supply you with things that are grander than your grandest dream or vision for yourself. So just allow yourself to go beyond the visible by sinking into having your eyes closed. Go beyond that visible, tangible form. Reach out into the formless and feel all that's available, all that's available and present for you beyond your senses. Feel that you're traveling the world. Feel that you have an interior decorator that comes in and makes your house of that which rivals some of the most luxurious spaces across the city. Whatever it is, whatever is speaking to you, that's going to enhance your experience. Feel that it's already happening, that it's already here. From an early age, as we went from young childhood on to teenage and adulthood, you're taught to put away childish things and to put away our imagination, when in actuality, the imagination of a child, the freeness and the unbridled unlimitedness of what that promises is but an example and a template of what we are meant to follow as we get older, not meant to put away and to allow what we see and feel to be our ceiling. When you look up to the sky, beyond looking directly into the sun, there is no cap, there is no ceiling, there is no limit. That's even further amplified at night, where there's darkness, where there's the stars, and where there's the moon and illumination. There is no limitation that you can see. Your eyes and all of its limitness of what you're able to see in clear definition, you're able to see galaxies. There are no limits. So as you breathe and feel in with each inhalation and exhalation, feel into the limitlessness that is you. I am who I am, and that's enough. A limitless being. Where the saying says, the sky's the limit, there is no limit. There is no limit. And if you look to the side, you don't see a gap telling you you can't go any further than this. There is an abundance of air. It's something you can't see. It's not tangible. We feel that we can feel the air around us. We can feel the wind, but it's formless and it's in abundance. It's in an abundance. And so is everything, every single thing else. It's in abundance. The same way there's always enough air for you to breathe, unless you're in a confined space with its own limitations. There are no limits. As you breathe in with the whole of your chest, feeling air as it infuses through your body, beyond the physical limitations of your form, with eyes closed and just feeling and breathing. Feel the flow. I am who I am, and that's enough. I am who I am, and that's enough. Over the next couple of seconds, you're going to hear a set of chimes that's going to support you to go deeper into practice, deeper into just letting go, relaxing, and feeling into the limitlessness of life not working or happening to you, but working together for your good. a divine orchestration with synchrony happening all around you, knowing that no matter what it looks like, no matter what the visible representation of that is, or the form of what impression it gives you, go beyond appearances and feel into the truth. You are divine, limitless, indestructible being at your core, with no limits, of access and availability that goes beyond anything you could possibly imagine for yourself. There are no limits. You are enough. I am who I am, and that is enough on many different levels. As you go deeper into practice, should you experience a drift, release any judgment, begin again, and just allow yourself to just sit and to just be. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale. Feel into your body from the crown of your head all the way down to the soles of your feet. Reconnect with the intention. I am who I am, and that's enough. I am who I am, and that's enough. Relax or notice any tension in your face. Just gently let go. Feel into the space around you. There are no limits. When you look to the sky, there is no visible, tangible ceiling. There's an overabundance of air, water in the oceans and the seas. In the same way as you can go to your nearest body of water, you can get a thimble and fill up just a little bit, or you can get huge barrels and fill it to your liking. It will not deplete the supply of what you take. There is an abundance of all things. Finances, resources, love, the things that you can't measure monetarily. There is an overabundance of everything. No matter what the world has led you to believe, I am who I am, and that's enough. I am who I am, and that's enough. You are worthy. You are limitless. You are divine. Carve or feel a picture of it in your mind. Feel as if it is already here now. It's not something that is yours in a distant future or a long time off from now. Feel that it is already here now. And the universe will conspire, working in people and things to be able to bring it to you, to make it a reality. I am who I am, and that's enough. Allow that to become a knowing, a mantra, a feeling, because action follows knowing. I would like to extend my gratitude and appreciation for you being a community. I am truly, truly grateful for you. I'd like to you to show yourself that same love, gratitude, and appreciation. Close your eyes open and welcome back.